Hi friends, few days back I got a comment on one of my video. This is a screenshot of that comment. On that comment it says, I wanted to ask that after starting the newsletter and opting to boost other people's newsletter, the owner of those newsletters reject my request to boost their newsletter. How can I get accepted so that I can boost their newsletter? This is very important. On Beehiiv platform, you can earn money by promoting others' newsletters for your subscribers. When any of your subscribers subscribe to that particular newsletter, you get paid. It is around $2, right? 1.5 to 3.5, sometimes $4 per subscribers. Those subscribers should be verified subscribers. But the thing is, when you apply to boost other people's newsletter, sometimes you get rejected. So there are few things that you should consider to be accepted by the owners of those newsletters. Okay, on this video I will show you the backend, that how I accept others' offers to boost my newsletter. I will show you on one of my newsletter. I get application to boost my newsletter on others' newsletter. So I get those application daily. Today I will show you how I decide to accept or how I decide to reject those applications and what are the things I consider. Before that, I will discuss with you what you should do to be accepted by the owners of those newsletters so you can earn money on Beehiiv platform. Okay, actually first I will show you the backend, that how I accept those boost application. This is one of my newsletter. You can see when we go into this grow section and click on this boost tab, you can see I have two applications now today. You can see my offer that I am offering $1.5 per verified subscribers. So if you have a newsletter, you can apply to boost my newsletter on your newsletter. Then I will pay you $1.5 for each subscriber, each verified subscriber. Okay, when we click on this application tab, you can see I have got two applications today. The first thing I look for is the domain name. If they don't have a custom domain for their newsletter, I don't like to accept their newsletter, because it shows that they have brand new newsletter, and it shows that they don't put much effort to their newsletter. They don't even consider to buy a custom domain. So I don't like that. But anyway, there are quality newsletters without custom domain. There are other ways that we can check that. Okay, now this newsletter has a custom domain. Then you can see there is a section called quality, but on this one, quality not available. This one also quality not available. This is most probably due to this is a brand new newsletter. Let's check that. Okay, you can click on this their link here like this, and you can check their newsletter, check what is their niche and everything here. Okay, and this one also you can see they have only 5 newsletter edition. So this is a fairly new newsletter. Of course there are quality newsletter, even they are fairly new, but this one you can see this is a far quality newsletter than this one. Okay, that's the first thing. Then you can click on this one, this arrow, and you can accept or you can reject or you can review. When we click on this review tab, you can see a short description about that newsletter. You can read this one, right? This is the message from them, right? From the owner of that newsletter. And you can see quality score. The quality score is not available for this newsletter. Then the audience demographic. 51.6% United States and 48% from Canada, so it is good. This is okay with my expected audience. And you can see recent post. You can see there is section that they compare this newsletter with my newsletter. You can see this blue color one is my newsletter, and this pink color one is the newsletter which has applied. And you should read this before accepting or rejecting. And then you can see their social account. You can click on this Twitter tab and Instagram and LinkedIn as well, and website URL is also there. You can check their Twitter and Instagram and other social account, and you can decide whether this is a good newsletter or bad newsletter. So I'm going to accept this one to show you how I accept. Click on this accept button and you can see I have accepted this newsletter. This one also you can click on this review tab and you can see there are no social links and no custom domain. Quality is not available and only a small message. So I'm not convinced, and only 5 posts. This is not a good newsletter that I can accept to boost my newsletter. So I'm going to reject this one. And if you want, you can share a reason to reject. But now I'm not going to type anything. So I'm going to confirm this one. Okay, you can see now I have rejected this newsletter and I have accepted this newsletter. So this is the backend. This is a backend that when you apply for a boost, how the owner of that particular newsletter see your boost and how they can accept or how they can reject your application, your boost application. Okay, now you can see what are the things that I consider when accepting or when rejecting a newsletter boost. Now I am going to discuss with you what are things that you should consider. First thing is you should write a quality newsletter. This one, you should write a quality newsletter because the quality matters. You can see I spent some time to visit their newsletter and to read some post. On this video I didn't go through because it takes some time, but normally I read their newsletters and I take an idea whether they are giving good effort to promote their newsletter or write their newsletter. So in that way I make sure that I get quality subscribers from their newsletter. Then I look for consistency. That means they should write their newsletter edition consistently. They have not written a newsletter for 1 month. I don't like to boost my newsletter on their newsletter. Then they should have a custom domain. I always look for this. This indicates that they put some effort to their newsletter. It can be a new newsletter, but even though you should have the confidence to spend $10 on a custom domain. This is very important. If you are running a Beehiiv newsletter, make sure that you buy a custom domain and you connect that custom domain to your newsletter, so it increases the credibility. Then the audience, you should have audience from top tier countries like USA, Canada, UK, Australia, like that. Normally I don't accept a newsletter boost from Asian countries because my target audience is on UK, USA, Canada and Australia. Then the niche of your newsletter, make sure that you apply for boost relevant to your newsletter category. If you are running a real estate newsletter, you should apply for boost for real estate related newsletter. If you run a cryptocurrency newsletter, you should apply to boost cryptocurrency related newsletter. Then most important thing is you should make a good offer. Why they should accept your application to boost their newsletter? So you should write in simple language, in simple English, the importance of your newsletter and the audience of your newsletter and why you can provide verified top quality subscribers to their newsletter. In that way you can convince them to accept your boost. Okay, if you want to know more about a newsletter business, subscribe to my newsletter. It is called 1 million newsletter. I will put the link in the description so you can learn a lot about newsletter business and how to create a newsletter to earn thousands of dollars per month. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button and place a comment on the comment section if you got something out of this video. So until next time, bye bye.